Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a craft video. I first want to do a quick little haul. For starters, I just have my lovely craft apron on. This is not a haul, it's a hand-me-down, but I got it on. That's how you know we're about to get serious. So on my trip to the Dollar Tree, I acquired these random items. So for starters, I needed some more craft knives because mine are getting pretty junked up. Then they freaking had epoxy. I have been waiting for this for like a year. Somebody made a video about how they use this epoxy and they made like some cool, like, I don't even know, resin type things.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I would love some. Why doesn't the Dollar Tree have it? Now they finally did, so I took like 4 of them. They also had this really
pretty twine. And when I saw it, I thought about a dream catcher. And so along with that, I was trying to find a ring, like a hoop for the dream catcher. And they had one of these splatter screens for your cookware. And it didn't have a big handle like off the end of it. It's just on the top. So my hope is to pop the wire mesh out and just keep the ring, and then be able to use these two to make a dream catcher. I like to keep sponges because they're really good for blending, and I'm out of sponges. Then I saw this and I had a bunch of different ideas. I still have a bunch of different ideas, so we will wait and see, but hopefully if I can find a circle mirror to fit into that, that will help me determine what I'm going to do with it. But I'll have to go to a different Dollar Tree because mine did not have one. And then we get to these items here. I just love to keep these doilies in stock because you can use them for dream catchers. Like, it could be an awesome center for the dream catcher. It can just do a lot. So I like to keep those on hand. I was literally walking out of the store when I saw this guy, and all I saw was doing some really cool pour paint and like an acrylic pour and just like dragging this through the paint to get some design. We will see. It could have been a waste of $1, but we will find out. And my most exciting items are these circle glass dishes, and what I want to use them for are either plant holders or candle holders, but I want to make them decorative, of course. So I have a couple ideas of either painting a mandala, doing an acrylic pour, and the last option is to use this bath mat as kind of like a stencil for the acrylic pour, and seeing what it would look like if I somehow get this down pretty tight, do my pour, and once I lift it up, the type of design that I might get. So that's all my random goodies, and I think we're going to start with my little glass dish. I think we're gonna try the pour. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I really don't know how this is gonna go, but stay tuned. We are going to start by taking some metallic paint metallic bronze paint mixed with like a rose gold. And I'm also going to end up using silver, black, and white. And with the white, I do have some in a big container because I had kind of like a wall paint, and that was the last bit of it. So you'll see me just kind of use that up. And what I did here in my little measuring cup is I mixed some water with dish soap. Dish soap. Say that 5 times fast. My God. What you will see throughout the process is that I definitely added way too much of this dish soap liquid mix in with the paint, and I had to keep adding more paint so that it wasn't just like colored water dripping all over this glass dish. So definitely play around with the ratios, but basically the point of the soap and water is to give those cells. So most people either use some type of like medium or or they might use a blowtorch, and through both of those processes you are able to get those really beautiful cells that pop in the acrylic pour, and it gives you just that little bit more of dimension and texture. I do not have a blowtorch, nor do I have my kind of like paint medium with me, so we are going with the old-fashioned way. So definitely be cautious of your mix. You want to have a loose paint consistency. You do not want a watery consistency. That's where mine started at, and you'll see me like pour and then stop and realize, oh no, this is just going to make a big mess. So definitely do as I say, not as I do. But after mixing up each of these 4 colors into their individual little Dixie cups, I am just going to start pouring over my plate. And as you can see, all I did was cut about, I would say I cut that bath mat in half, and then I used just some masking tape to tape down the mat as good as I could get it so that it was pretty flush with the actual glass. And right now I also got this tray from, you see, this is what happens. Don't do this, children, friends, people, adults, humans. Don't be like me. Just, it was a mess. Anyways, I got this tray from the Dollar Tree as well, and it was just in their cooking section. As you can see, I have used it multiple times for acrylic pours. It's really good at just catching the mess. And if you also notice, I have craft paper also from the dollar store on my table surface, and this really just helps to minimize the messiness of just acrylic pours, because this can get really messy really fast. So enjoy the process as I mix paint and pour it on. It comes out really cool. Okay, I'll stop talking now. So what I'm doing here is just blowing gently on the paint to kind of push the colors that I want to see more of into the places where I want to see them. A really big key part about this is you don't want to blow on the paint too much, because it will take away all of these beautiful rippled lines that the acrylic pour has made so far. And I love the results of the first one so much that I made a second one just by adding a little bit more paint and a little bit more water into my little Dixie cups. And then I had this canvas that I drew a picture on that I didn't care for. So as you can see, I'm using the last bits of the paint mix and just a little bit more that I needed to add, and I created a matching canvas as well. And here are the finished wet and dry pieces. I am absolutely obsessed with how these turned out. They Facebook. If you're interested in trying this project, please tag me at Simply Whimsy Designs on Instagram. And if you're also interested in purchasing any of these items, they are available on my Facebook Marketplace, so you can find me through the links in the description, or you can just DM me on Facebook or Instagram. It was a pleasure doing this with you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!